Welcome. It's the Saito tournament. Game 3 against D-Rock. I am the correct side. I'm the USSR. Took us a little while to get there, but we got there. And this isn't a bad hand, right? Off the top of my head. Korean War, Fidel, Decol. Decol's great. Love that. US, Japan, and Arab Israeli. Marshall Plan. EEU. And Asia scoring. We're going to open 4-4-1 in Austria. Now we have the fear of headlining Decol and getting defected, but a more straightforward play is probably Arab-Israeli war and then cooing Iran. The problem is, of course, that US-Japan obviously triggers in a region that we're trying to dominate. Ah! New setup. Going one in France for the adjacency if I only coup to one. Joke's on you, I'm not cooing there. But that also means you're off to the races in Europe, of course. Well done. I think I headline Arab-Israeli war here. And I might follow it up with the East European unrest coup on Iran. Let's get the... It was defected, so it's a good thing I didn't go with Decol. Coup on Iran, nice big coup. Ah, that's good enough. It's 5, it's better than good. Don't be greedy. Leaves us thin on the ground in Europe. But they will need counter coup here. And we may get the final coup in. And then we can set up Decol. And we'll go Angola, Nigeria, Algeria, Angola, Algeria, Laos, and Indonesia. I reckon. But expect a counter coup on Iran here. Let's get defectors out. Okay, well that frees up our headlines for the next turn. Wow, NATO's a nice big 4-op card. And that is a huge coup. Damn, son. So. I think I'm going to get ahead of the curve then and event Decol now and go South Africa, Algeria, Laos, Indonesia. If they fail a coup on Algeria, we will squeak in. So let's see if they coup Algeria here or fill France. Special relationship. 2 into France. Yep, okay, so we drop Asia scoring for domination because we can't do anything about that. That gives them a free coup on Algeria, which is probably not ideal. But I don't want to fail a coup on Algeria and, oh, they've got Europe scoring, and be behind all the time. In the end, they drop Europe scoring, which I suppose is, in inverted commas, good for us. So we'll now finish with a coup on Panama. Which fails. Rotten. Which means they get to walk into Angola instead of us. Formosa? Oh, they changed their mind and went for blockade instead, I guess. Oh, ditching D-Star. We use Fidel. We now know they've got Formosa, so at least we've got a bit of revealed information there. Not for long. Choices here. I think we have to cover the unscored region, so we're going to put 3 into Saudi and 1 into South Korea and give up Japan. Not happy about that. Good, CIA gone. Okay, well that gives us a coup target as well if they don't have duck and cover. And we got UNI, so we can UNI coup Marshall Plan, which is good. There's a good chance of us getting purged this turn. Or duck and cover dropping. Question is it worth Cambridge 5? Because we can event capture Nazi later on. I think we want to know if they're holding Middle East scoring, don't we? NORAD, Olympic Games, captured Nazi. Oh, they're going for Milops. Okay, so no Middle East scoring this turn. Vietnam revolts. And Marshall Containment Olympic. NORAD, Nazi, UN, Vietnam, UN. Right, okay, that's my hand. So I think we still UN intervention coup Libya. Of course, the problem with playing it the way I did is that, of course, they now know we're not holding Middle East scoring ourselves because we went fishing for it. So let's see if they fill Korea. Ah, okay, that could be worse for us. So we'll now stay ahead in Korea. And also cover Thailand, of course. Into Malaysia? Yeah. And Algeria, that's fine. So we now use Vietnam revolts to take Thailand. Haven't seen NASA So they're going straight event and repair de Gaulle, which is fine. Okay. Well, Truman Doctrine may still be around, so we're not going to fall for that yet. Event captured Nazi. Space NORAD, and then finish the turn with containment. Alright. Africa's starting to get a little bit problematic, but we'll be able to coup there in due course. SOCGov fails. So we're going to jam Egypt, knowing that Middle East scoring is about to come and we might be able to repair it. And obviously Nasser as well. It's only worth AVP, which is the shame. So they'll repair Egypt, but we can still use Nasser in the headline and get a decent bonus. Europe scoring is not good for us at all. But we can 5-year plan it. Woot! So, Purge is probably the play, right? Because we've got a lot of ops. Yeah. Purge. Every time. So they've got Middle East scoring. We've got Duck and Cover and 5-year plan. And Comic Con, so they've got Warsaw, Suez, and Nasser. So they're going to drop Middle East for 1. Yep. Middle East is gone. And I got Formosa, Defectors, Europe scoring. Which I drop now for 0 and give up the coup. What's the alternative? If they've been redealt Truman in the shuffle, so this is the gamble, right? I either jam France, get Truman and get dominated, or drop Europe for 0. I think dropping Europe for 0 is the percentage play here. It's probably a bit on the paranoid side. I think fortune probably favors the brave. Especially as they're under purge and we have an ops war potential. Oh, of course, I could have 5-year planned it. Dodoy. And now I can hold 5-year plan, I guess. I talked about that all along and then missed the opportunity. So they may coup in Algeria here. And how? So that's a bit of a whoopsie from me. So what we're going to do is fill South Africa and take South Korea. We'll also move into Burma to take India. We could flip Angola if they play into Botswana, but that also gives us a coup target. Suez gone. So we'll play one into Burma, one into France. Because now a 4-op card takes France, although of course I look like a complete mug for dropping Europe early. Okay, so we will take India and hope for no Indo-Pakistani war. NASA's gone. We can space duck and cover to finish the turn, which is a bit bland. NATO's gone. Back to Suez. So aware of that. Just checking I've not missed anything in the... No. So going to be going in at -2 unless we get the space off and then we're even. It's not the greatest of starts, especially as far behind in Africa as I currently am. But a well-timed purge, I think. One in France. Yep. DEFCON is 2. We space it. And fail. Which is also bad because the one small step leapfrog is on. So this is all fine and well apart from when I'm dealt CIA plus grain sales next turn. Yeah, it goes mad in Africa. That's fine, but obviously a coup in Angola levels it up straight away. Good. Didn't get any of the horror cards. Can't use Truman yet. But a ton of blue 1-op cards. My god. All of them. Jeez, what's the headline here? This is rotten. Wow, what a lousy turn 4 hand. I mean, the headline might be Panama Canal returned here to coup Panama. To Venezuela. How absolutely rotten. Yeah, let's do that and see if they defect it. If they drop DEFCON, I'm in a world of pain. ABM. So nice big coup on Thailand coming, I think. Oh, goes for the big realigns instead. Suffers the consequences. And leaves me in a hard place. I think I have to coup with the China card on Venezuela. With no 4-op cards. This needs to be sizable enough that a riposte. Okay. So now Brush War is That felt unpleasant. Telegraphing the fact that we have very few high op cards as well. I think this one's going to be a serious struggle now. I think I want a UN intervention OAS. Like, as frustrating as Truman Doctrine is and the Independent Reds, OAS gives way more access than the rest, so we can space emit because we don't want to give up good cards in the deck when we're already quite a way behind. But I think US is going to want a coup here to make sure I can't coup Zaire. Angola, I'd coup there first. They're going to go for it. Yeah, unsurprisingly doesn't do great. Well, I'm going to get an extra VP out of it, which is nice. Yeah, I'm going to retake South Africa. If they play into Botswana, I will get a coup off on it, obviously. Okay, I'll take those. I'm going to put 2 in Botswana. If they want to spend time cooing a non-battleground, I'm okay with that, but that gives me a little bit more protection. So the rest of the turn, UNI OAS. Give up Truman, give up Independent Reds. Actually, I could start by spacing emit. Oh boy, going to town there. Right, so start by spacing emit. Succeed. Ugh. So I'll try spacing Independent Reds as well, if they don't once more step or successfully space. So Korean War's gone. South America scoring's gone. It's gone. Cultural Revolution to space. So we can space Independent Reds. Ugh! Roscosmos and NASA are both being very lazy. So we'll UNI OAS. Putting the op in Thailand. An AR7 we get 5-year plan without a discard. Oh no, 6-7. Arms race. Yeah, going for a massive score in Central America. I'm just going to overprotect Thailand and give up on Central America. No Hail Mary 1-op, -1 realign for me. Fidel may yet drop and spare my blushes, but this looks very much like a long game Central America play. Yep. Oh boy. Got to give up Truman. Tragic. We'll coup Cameroon. Hope to bink one. That's alright. So now they have to play into Nigeria to respond. Well, things are not good, but we're ahead in Asia, which is yet to score, and we might be able to 5-year plan away Africa, but we're a long way back from where the USSR likes to be, that's for sure. Lads, lads, lads. Yeah. Che, probably the headline here. Denies Africa domination in the headline, and we could get a lucky coup off on Costa Rica. Over. Arab-Israeli war at 1 in 3. Man, if only we had socialist governments, we're very close to being able to do something in Italy. But Che's probably the headline here. Nice. I think we give them Marshall Plan here, because then we still get the coup. And in Africa, missile env is enough. Coup Angola. Be good. That's good. When I say good, that's good. Sadat and special relationship. Okay. Europe's now a disaster zone. But Africa's not shabby. We can set up realigns in both places. They need to spend 3 hops to go Zimbabwe plus Cote d'Ivoire to avoid Africa turning into a real mare for them. So yeah, we'll see what they do here. They should drop Africa scoring now for 1. Yeah, okay. Sure. Coup Cameroon? That's actually the best bet, isn't it? Zaire and Zimbabwe. Okay, so we realign Nigeria, or do we just coup Zimbabwe? Be very greedy. NATO's not in effect. So let's use special relationship. Coup Zimbabwe. Nice. If they fail a coup on Cameroon, Zimbabwe, or Saharan states, then we just go for full gas realigns in Nigeria and Zaire. Alas, a good coup. So we counter coup, I guess, with one small step, because we're ahead in the space race. Holy ops war. There's no check going on, so that's fine. Yeah. Anything you can do? Okay, so they've gone puppet governments, so they'll spread their influence around. But I think we've got sassy realigns now for sure. I think we go for it, right? Best opportunity. Good start. And I think Brazil next. And Chile. Grand Slam. Yeah! Lordy, lordy. So we take Nigeria and Zaire now. Space 5-year plan and hope to get Brezhnev to space Sadat. That was supremely lucky. So if they successfully coup Cameroon, we use 2 ops to take Nigeria and Zaire. And instead they... and Afghanistan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can cover Vietnam. There's part of me that wants to event Arab-Israeli war. It's only 1 in 3. Oh no, it's worse, isn't it? Because it's control of Israel as well. I will not be eventing Arab-Israeli war. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to force them... I'm going to take Vietnam and Zaire. And I can use Lone Gunman the turn after. Spacing 5-year plan now that there's not a scoring card I want to dispose of. And holding Sadat. Southeast Asia scoring, so that was a signal. Where is it? It's been removed, not discarded. That was good for me. We're on AR6. Take Nigeria. I'm going to hold Sadat and see if I can get away with spacing it, because I'm currently 4 battlegrounds in the Middle East, and OPEC and all is coming along. I think giving up Egypt here is a bad move. Oh, man. Right, yeah. Space 5-year plan and probably fail the way that Roscosmos and all have been doing. Yeah, what joke. Let's do that. Lower Italy, deny domination. In a world in which they get greedy and try and do something outside Europe, we may be able to brush war Italy. They may want to jam Thailand here, potentially. Thinking. I want to keep the pressure up on Italy because it's the easiest place to impose upon. So, taps North Korea. Oh, nice. Oh, we've got a lot of gas here. A lot of gas. Let's hope we don't get defected. Which we can't because it's in the discard pile. Junta, Allende, Kitchen. Africa scoring is lovely. Nuclear subs. We got Brush War. Bear Trap, and OPEG. Very nice, very nice. So, Voice of America is not great, but I think Hunter's probably a decent play here. Yeah, Hunter's definitely the headline. Drops DEFCON fairly safely. Grain sales is nasty for us, but otherwise... Ha! And they get kitchen debates. Ah. Can Akuza or Nigeria? Yeah. Okay, so... Need to think about what we're doing here. So... I think I'm going to put... I'm going to put 2 in Argentina and try and realign Panama, I guess, because DEFCON's already at 2, and I don't have a ton of high op cards to cover Korea and Panama. So I'm just going to go 2 Argentina. This might be wrong. I've got Brush War in my back pocket as well, but 2 Argentina. Realign Panama at -1. Once more. No. So -1, even, ahead, -1. Oh dear. I'm going to have to count kitchen debates properly. -1, 0. +3 makes me net +2, 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so kitchen debates is safe to play. So I'm going to do that first. Pop 1 back in North Korea. Spacing Bear Trap or Nuclear Subs AR7. Oh, the 1 in 3 misses. Whew. My heart unskips its beat. 50-50 Brush War in Italy. Now's the time. Alas, also fails. South Africa's going next. Please don't Voice of America me. Card timing is always a crucial factor. But yeah, Space Bear Trap, Nuclear Subs AR7 continue to hold Sadat. Korkmar goes. They can't space again. We score Africa. So Quag is gone. Africa's gone. Next up is a 5 VP OPEC. Oh, not anymore. We won't use Allende since we currently have adjacency. They're going to know I'm holding Sadat next turn, but Brezhnev still hasn't dropped. Let's hope they're not holding it right now. But we're going to go Event OPEC, Space Bear Trap, Nuclear Subs AR7. And we'll put at least 1 in Chile. I think we'll put 1 in Costa Rica. Presence is only worth 1 VP, so we won't do that. 1 in Syria for domination. Probably. Oh, the China card's coming out. Jamming India, North Korea, South Korea. Ah. Well, this is a tricky one. They're signposting that they hold Asia scoring here. But the question is what we can do with it, right? We can use nuclear subs to tap Afghanistan, which they then fill, and then give up 5 VP with OPEC anyway. So I think we just accept our fate. We'll go 5 VP OPEC rather than use OPEC for ops and recover that much. So I expect to see Asia scoring this turn. Nice to get the China card back, unless they play Yusuri, of course, but... And they still haven't refilled Italy. If we get socialist governments in the headline, that would be super sweet. Summit. Ah, there we go. Read my mind. Come on, Roscosmos. They got off to space. What's your excuse? You've been garbage since mid-war. Alright, so AR7, we will go 1 into Syria. Actually, if they don't drop Asia scoring, we'll use nuclear subs to tap Afghanistan. Or Japan. They're both 1 VP. Korea War's gone. We'll break Afghanistan. We've seen puppet governments. Not been tracking this very well. Indo-Pakistani war's gone. Those are all fine. Okay. Let's tap Afghanistan. Because you may choose to have a coup, but if you do, Asia's dominated in the headline phase. Scoreline is looking better, thanks to OPEC and Africa. But there's still a lot of game left. Salt for the ops. And are you filling Afghanistan, or are you having a coup? Argentina looks juicy. Ooh, youch. But that gives us a coup target next turn. They have got Asia scoring. We got VOA though, which is lovely. Fidel's a fairly safe headline. Yusuri Alliance. Voice of America. We will bury you. Shuttle dip. Willie and Lib. And Fidel. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no reshuffle. Interesting. No turn 7 reshuffle. So, the advantage of We Will Bury You is that we can... So actually, there's a non-zero chance they're holding Asia scoring. I still think we need a... I guess we can use the China card. Okay, so let's think about this. We can event We Will Bury You which guarantees 3 VP, denies us the coup, but South America scoring's been and gone. They've got asked not. Oh, they've got asked not, so actually Asia scoring can be disposed of anyway. So Arsenal and Asia scoring are in the deal pile. I think we have to work on the assumption that they'll be able to pitch it, which makes Fidel more attractive a headline because it converts more. And we can then use Alliance for Progress for one less VP. So we'll go Fidel. Glad I talked it out, because if they ask not away Asia scoring, I'm sad. And we'll start with a We Will Bury You coup on Argentina. Don't want to use the 3-op card in case we roll a 1 and it doesn't clear out Argentina, because that is ghastly for us. CRG does not do us a lot of favours. But Africa scoring has gone. We've got the China card, so we don't need to worry about them flipping Thailand. So I think we just allow it to happen. And if they play one into Zaire and flip it, we've still got pretty sassy realign targets. And that kind of puts paid to Asia. I think we'll just try and hold 4 battlegrounds there. But we'll start with the coup in Argentina. Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't affect domination, so I'm fine with that in Africa. Big old coup on the Arges. Yep, that's pretty good. So, if they don't immediately fill down Vietnam, we may still want to take at least one of them to keep Thailand soft against brush war. But we also want to go to space before them. VOA itching to go to space. We're in a bind here because Usuri and Shuttle Diplomacy are also not very playable. Well, we get Southeast African states doing that. So I think here we use Alliance for Progress. We'll retake Nigeria and Vietnam against brush war, and we'll gain domination in Syria as well. Please don't space, because I kind of want to do that before you. Although Roscosmos has been crap, there's no reason to assume they'll be any better. But Shuttle Diplomacy is also unplayable. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so the play might be China, Space Voice. Oh, there you go. So Trigger Ask Not is going to likely, potentially cause a reshuffle. If they discard more than about 4 cards, I think there's a reshuffle. So we should see Muslim, Brezhnev, D-Style, Vietnam, and Asia go, if they've got them all. So Vietnam, Brezhnev, Asia, and Muslim. Vietnam, Brezhnev, Asia, and Muslim Rev, which I already thought was in the discard pile. Smooth, dude. Vietnam, Brezhnev, Asia, Muslim. Which means... I think it means there's been a reshuffle, right? Oh no, they're all discarded. So... I think they're holding D-Style, EEU, John Paul, and Vietnam. So we need to cover Poland against John Paul, but we start by spacing. Dang it, Roscosmos, you absolute bloody nightmares. I've had more attempts at that 2VP square than I can remember having in any other game, and Roscosmos have just absolutely done me dirty. On the other hand, they are also failing. Quagmire's back, so there's been a reshuffle. Is that good for me? I suppose it is. Asia, Middle East back in the pile. Europe is, but we're ahead in... Hmm. Okay, so shuttle diplomacy, 3 into Jordan, means they have to play into Gulf states. So actually, I think I like shuttle dip here. Libthi AR7 to cause some damage there. Where are we at? 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we'll start with shuttle dip. I'm going to use Willy to overprotect East Germany and Poland, because they may hold Eastern European unrest through till late war, when it starts to really do some damage. Well, this is fairly precarious. With turn 10 AR7 always for the US, this can come unraveled, even at the last. Need to be dealt brush war again before they feel Greece and Portugal can have another crack at Italy. But Europe is bad. The rest of the map is erring towards me. So yeah, just need to be ready for John Paul. I might put 1 in Poland, 1 in Costa Rica, because then when we AR7 jam Panama and Mexico, we set up presenceless domination if they don't immediately respond. That's not unpleasant. Okay, good. Don't need to worry about EU in late war now. Goes for a realign and misses. So Willy Brandt, 1 in Poland. Costa Rica or Brazil, having seen them realign there. It's -1 realigns and there's 3 influence to put in. I'm going to put it in Costa Rica. That could be a mistake. But I'm fine with them realigning at -1 incessantly when that doesn't give them a foothold and my AR7 still converts more appealingly, I think. Oh, well, Europe scoring is good. Not a lot I could do about it. Man, do we go Yasuri, give up the China card, over protecting Korea and India? Yeah. I hate giving up the China card, but Cultural Revolution is still in the deck. And we can AR7 Libthi, and we're still holding Sadat. So cause some headache and heartache in... I mean, these clearly haven't all been discarded now. They should be back in the reshuffle. I don't know. Yeah, Liberation Theology to cause some heartache in Central America and hope they don't jam Thailand, I guess. But even if they do, it gets to 3-3 and we can use Libthi. John Paul, okay. And for Ops, with Europe scored. Coup on Cameroon isn't good enough, so Event Liberation Theology. Do something about that. They can with Vietnam Revolts or D-Style. I guess Vietnam Revolts is more appealing to them. Doesn't make any major change. So, honours even going into late war. Europe scoring's gone, so all the remaining scoring cards in the deck are marginally in my favour. Summit. Well, it just goes to show I didn't track cards very well at all. Late war. It's going to be a swingy old game here. It's who gets what. So I get Hunter, which is huge. Space, duck, and cover, but if I get hand shortened... So that's a reason to not try and drop Defcon in the headline. I think I still play Hunter, but then I use Cal for maximum ops and space, duck, and cover. Yep. I get terrorism. The Reformer. Suez Purge, Cal. So 5-year plan pulls the Reformer. So now I use Cal to control Central America. Got a space, duck, and cover. But we've got some ops surplus. The real downside is, of course, we're now sedating. So I want to try and hold Sadat as long as possible. Getting off to space here is pretty huge. But the scoring cards are starting to look in our favour. Well, we were lucky... In a way, we were lucky they didn't pull. So special relationship... Two ops, Guatemala and Colombia. Ah! Okay, so... I think we coup Guatemala. That should do for a while. they tap Venezuela, we've got Red Scare Purge. I don't think we want to use terrorism. If we drop a scoring card we want to see, we are gutted. So this is not a terrorism turn. Iranian hostage crisis fails. Holy crispy crab. Well, it's my turn. We have to break the duck at some point. To space! Yeah! Got there one time. That was just a ridiculous series. So next up, Allende and Purge to take Chile and Brazil. Okay, so you get to headline peak. That's not shabby going into the late war. And we're going to put one in Thailand to overprotect against the China card. Event Allende next. And with Europe scoring gone, the board doesn't look bad. And with John Paul gone, Europe control's not super likely. Okay, so the US gets middle ops. We've already got some, so let's not worry about that. Allende's gone. I think with the remaining ops, we'll overprotect Panama, Mexico, and Cuba. Because Africa's, with 4 battlegrounds, Africa's reasonably safe. The Middle East is about to drop against us, which is a shame. Can't be helped. The removal of a card from my hand was good. Let's just see if Vietnam revolts or D-Style is... Yeah, they're not showing as discarded. Vietnam revolts... I don't remember them playing it. Nope. They're still somewhere in the deck. I'm putting them in their hand, marking them. But I think I might be wrong. NORAD. Chips at Guatemala. Yeah, so that's going to flip the Middle East, so it's 1 VP from -3. Because there we up 1 battleground after shuttle dip. Shame. Held Sadat for as long as possible. But all things must pass. We really badly need to see turn 9 and 10 some scoring cards to help advance the scoring track our way. It's still on a knife edge and they get the last action round. Thatcher the Betrayer. Another coup on Guatemala? Yeah. Gets there eventually. I can't fight that, I don't think. But I suppose I have a go. Big 6. 3. Almost. So Che would be nice. Of course, they get to headline peak. Yuri and Sam. Double crack. +1. Ho, that is disgusting. You poor sod. Realigns have not gone well this game. South America scoring plus war games equals potentially GG. We will bury you as the headline because they are missing Cal. Yep, we just go right in with we will bury you. And we can go South America OPEC war games. Like we can just keep banging the VP cards down. So they're going to see that we have South America scoring, but can't do a lot about it now that DEFCON's at 2. So we'll go South America scoring, they'll space or do another scoring card, then we go OPEC, and then eventually we go War Games. Unless they try and raise DEFCON, but we've got How I Learned. They'd have to use nuclear test ban. But I think we should be able to come up with a parlay here that protects us. What have they got in the way of scoring cards? Brush War, Arms Race, Middle East for 1 VP, Bear Trap, Star Wars. So there's some damage they can do. Star Warsing Missile Envy. But this is, yeah, Star Warsing Missile Envy to take War Games would be the safest gambit. But we can't help it if they do that. And we need to get to the War Games threshold, so we have to do it. So if they've got it, they've got it. But they may just go to space. And we can always salt War Games if they don't trigger it. Triggers an Evil Empire. I get 3 VP, yep. Well, we got there. With War Games. End the game. Good game, good game. Well, thanks for watching. That turned around. The Term 4 deal was not good, but I think it turned around with the realigns. Denying access in South America and then Africa was just gross. Absolutely gross. So I do feel bad for Drock, who had a lousy game on realigns. Space was annoying, but obviously the realigns were far bigger threat in the game. So turn 9 War Games win, and I am 2-1. Just finding out if Drock logs on YouTube as well. Man, that was harsh. Well, thanks for watching. I'll stop there. Yeah, realigns won the game for me, and it's much obliged. No immediate game scheduled yet, but obviously I've got the Saito League, Rutzel, which I'm still to play games in, and Itzel starts next month. So I've actually declined playing in the UK League as well, because otherwise I'd spend my entire life playing Twilight Struggle, which is a bit crazy. And unfortunately, until I can do it professionally, which is never, let's be fair, I think we're just going to have to do it in my spare time. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time.